Lauryn Pumpkin Effird's ex Josh leaves scathing note, moves out after learning she's dating his cousin exclusive. Fans of Mama June, family crisis have once again found themselves caught in the middle of another explosive family controversy, and this time the drama surrounding Lauryn Pumpkin Efird and her ex-husband Josh Efird may be one of the most emotional situations yet. According to new reports spreading quickly online, tensions inside the Shannon family reached a breaking point after Josh allegedly discovered that Pumpkin had grown close to someone he never expected, his own cousin. Sources close to the family claim the shocking discovery completely changed Josh's behavior almost overnight. Friends reportedly noticed that he became distant, angry, and emotionally drained after learning about the relationship rumors. While neither Pumpkin nor Josh publicly confirmed every detail immediately, insiders say the situation behind closed doors had already become incredibly toxic. For years, fans watched Pumpkin and Josh present themselves as one of the strongest couples in the Mama June universe. Through family drama, financial stress, parenting struggles, and public attention, the two often appeared determined to stay together no matter what challenges came their way. Many viewers believed Josh was one of the few stable figures within the chaotic Shannon family dynamic. That's exactly why these new allegations shocked longtime followers of the family. According to insiders, the tension reportedly began building weeks before the public noticed anything unusual. Josh allegedly became suspicious after observing changes in Pumpkin's behavior. Reports claim she spent more time away from home, became secretive with her phone, and started avoiding difficult conversations about their marriage. At first, Josh reportedly believed the couple was simply going through another rough patch. Those close to him say he wanted to fix things privately and hoped they could avoid another public family scandal. But everything allegedly changed after he discovered messages and conversations connecting Pumpkin to his cousin. The betrayal reportedly hit Josh especially hard because family loyalty meant everything to him. Sources claim he felt humiliated not only as a husband but also as a family member. One insider described the emotional fallout by saying Josh felt like his entire world collapsed in a single moment. And according to reports now making headlines online, Josh didn't stay silent after learning the truth. Sources claim that before officially moving out, Josh allegedly left behind a scathing handwritten note inside the home he once shared with Pumpkin. While the exact contents of the message have not been fully revealed publicly, insiders say the note contained emotional accusations, disappointment, and heartbreak. One source claimed the message was so intense that family members who later heard about it were left completely stunned. The alleged note reportedly accused Pumpkin of destroying the trust they spent years building together. Another insider claimed Josh wrote that he never imagined betrayal would come from both his wife and his own blood relative at the same time. As rumors spread online, social media exploded with reactions from fans. Some defended Pumpkin, arguing that no one fully understands what happens inside a marriage. Others sided strongly with Josh, saying the situation crossed a major line because of the family connection involved. Across TikTok, Facebook groups, and fan forums dedicated to the Shannon family, viewers began debating who was truly responsible for the collapse of the relationship. Some fans pointed out that Pumpkin and Josh had appeared increasingly unhappy during recent public appearances. Others claimed they had already suspected something serious was happening behind the scenes because of subtle tension visible during interviews and live streams. But despite the growing online chaos, sources say the emotional impact on the children became one of the family's biggest concerns. Insiders close to the family reportedly fear the public nature of the scandal could create long-term emotional strain for everyone involved. Friends allegedly encouraged both Pumpkin and Josh to keep private details away from social media in order to protect their children from future embarrassment. Still, the rumors continued getting worse. According to online speculation, several members of the extended Shannon family may have already taken sides behind the scenes. Some allegedly sympathize with Pumpkin, while others reportedly believe Josh was deeply disrespected. And if the situation wasn't already explosive enough, sources now claim tensions between Josh and his cousin have become extremely hostile. One insider alleged that Josh felt especially betrayed because he once trusted his cousin like a brother. Reports suggest the two had spent years close as family, making the rumored relationship even harder for him to accept. People close to Josh reportedly say he struggled emotionally after moving out. Some sources claim he isolated himself from friends and relatives for several days while trying to process the situation. At the same time, Pumpkin allegedly attempted to avoid addressing the controversy publicly. Fans noticed she became quieter online while rumors intensified across entertainment blogs and gossip pages. But even with the silence, speculation only grew louder. Many viewers now wonder whether this shocking situation could become a major storyline connected to future developments surrounding the Shannon family. Reality television audiences have followed Pumpkin's personal life for years, and some fans believe the fallout from this scandal could permanently damage relationships within the family. Others believe this may only be the beginning. Because according to several insiders, the alleged handwritten note Josh left behind wasn't the only emotional confrontation that happened before he moved out. Sources claim there were explosive arguments, emotional breakdowns, and painful accusations inside the home during the final days before the separation became impossible to hide. And what allegedly happened during one of those final confrontations may have pushed the family situation past the point of no return. To make matters even more dramatic, insiders now claim another member of the Shannon family unexpectedly became involved during the emotional fallout, creating even more tension behind closed doors. Fans online are already demanding answers, and many believe the full truth behind Pumpkin and Josh's breakup may be far more shocking than anyone originally expected. But according to sources close to the situation, the biggest revelation had not even happened yet. As rumors surrounding Lauryn Pumpkin Efird and Josh Efird continued spreading online, insiders began revealing more details about the emotional confrontation that reportedly took place just days before Josh officially moved out. And according to multiple sources close to the family, that confrontation became one of the most explosive moments their relationship had ever experienced. Reports claim tensions inside the home had already been building for weeks. Friends allegedly noticed that communication between Pumpkin and Josh had completely broken down. Conversations reportedly turned into arguments almost every day, and insiders say even small disagreements quickly escalated into emotional fights. But everything allegedly reached a boiling point after Josh confronted Pumpkin directly about the rumors involving his cousin. Sources claim Josh initially hoped the gossip online was exaggerated. According to one insider, he desperately wanted Pumpkin to deny everything and reassure him that the relationship rumors were false. Friends say Josh reportedly entered the confrontation expecting answers, but instead walked away even more devastated. One source close to the family claimed Pumpkin allegedly admitted she had grown emotionally close to Josh's cousin during a difficult period in their marriage. While insiders disagree on exactly how serious the relationship had become at that point, reports suggest Josh felt completely blindsided by the confession. According to insiders, the argument that followed became deeply emotional. Witnesses reportedly heard yelling coming from inside the home as years of frustration, resentment, and heartbreak suddenly exploded all at once. Sources claim Josh accused Pumpkin of humiliating him publicly and destroying the trust that held their family together. At one point during the confrontation, insiders allege Josh asked the question that stunned everyone in the room. "How could you do this with my own family?" According to reports, that single question reportedly left the room silent for several seconds. Friends close to Pumpkin claim she tried explaining that the marriage had already been falling apart long before the cousin became involved. Sources say she allegedly felt emotionally disconnected from Josh for quite some time and believed the relationship had become unhealthy behind closed doors. But people close to Josh strongly dispute that narrative. Several insiders claim Josh felt he spent years sacrificing for the family while trying to provide stability during constant chaos surrounding the Shannon family drama. According to friends, he believed he stood by Pumpkin through some of the hardest moments of her life, only to feel betrayed in the end. As emotions intensified, reports claim other family members eventually became aware of the confrontation. And according to sources, one unexpected figure allegedly stepped into the middle of the situation, June Shannon, better known to fans as Mama June. Insiders claim June initially tried calming tensions between Pumpkin and Josh, hoping the situation could still be resolved privately before becoming a public scandal. But sources allege the emotional damage had already gone too far. One insider claimed Josh became especially upset after feeling that certain family members were not fully supporting him during the fallout. Reports suggest he believed some relatives were more focused on protecting Pumpkin's image than acknowledging how deeply hurt he felt. As family tensions escalated, the alleged handwritten note Josh left behind reportedly became even more personal. Sources now claim the message included references to loyalty, betrayal, and years of emotional pain that Josh had kept hidden throughout the marriage. One insider alleged the note stated that Josh no longer recognized the woman Pumpkin had become. Another source claimed Josh wrote that he felt replaced long before the marriage officially ended. Those close to the family say the emotional atmosphere inside the house became unbearable after that point. According to insiders, Josh quietly began packing his belongings shortly afterward. But even his decision to leave reportedly turned emotional. Sources claim one heartbreaking moment happened when the children allegedly became confused about why Josh was suddenly moving things out of the house. Insiders say that moment reportedly affected both Pumpkin and Josh deeply, regardless of the anger between them. Friends close to the couple claim there were tears, emotional silence, and long moments where neither of them knew what to say anymore. For fans watching online, the situation became even more shocking because Pumpkin and Josh had built a public image as a couple who survived everything together. Viewers remembered years of interviews where the two joked together, supported one another, and appeared committed to making their marriage work despite enormous pressure from reality television fame and family drama. That's why many fans now feel blindsided by the sudden collapse of the relationship. Social media reactions continued exploding as more details leaked online. Some fans accused Pumpkin of moving on too quickly, while others argued that relationships are complicated and outsiders do not know the full truth. Meanwhile, supporters of Josh flooded comment sections expressing sympathy for what they described as an unimaginable betrayal. One viral fan comment read, "Losing your wife is painful enough. Losing her to your own cousin is another level of heartbreak." As the online debate intensified, sources claim Josh reportedly stopped responding to many calls and messages from extended relatives. Friends allegedly worried he was struggling emotionally behind the scenes while trying to stay strong publicly. At the same time, insiders claim Pumpkin began receiving intense criticism online, which reportedly created additional stress within the family. But according to sources close to the situation, the drama behind closed doors was far from over. Because shortly after Josh moved out, insiders allege another shocking discovery was made, one that reportedly left several family members completely speechless. And according to rumors now circulating online, that discovery may explain why tensions inside the Shannon family have suddenly become even more divided than before. Fans believe the next chapter of this scandal could expose secrets that were hidden for much longer than anyone realized. The fallout between Lauryn "Pumpkin" Efird and Josh Efird was already dominating online conversations, but according to new insider reports, the situation inside the family allegedly became even more chaotic after hidden tensions and long-buried secrets started coming to the surface. Sources close to the Shannon family now claim that the relationship problems between Pumpkin and Josh may have been building for far longer than fans ever realized. According to insiders, several relatives allegedly knew the marriage was struggling months before the public caught on. Friends claim there were ongoing disagreements about parenting, finances, trust issues, and emotional distance long before the rumors involving Josh's cousin began spreading online. But what reportedly shocked family members most was the claim that some people close to the couple may have quietly suspected something inappropriate was developing behind the scenes. One insider alleged that subtle warning signs had already started making certain relatives uncomfortable. Sources claim Pumpkin and Josh's cousin were allegedly communicating more frequently, spending additional time together during family gatherings, and acting unusually close in situations that some relatives reportedly noticed immediately. At first, many allegedly dismissed the behavior as harmless. But according to reports, concerns inside the family gradually intensified over time. One source claimed a relative privately warned Pumpkin about how the situation looked from the outside, especially considering the family connection involved. Another insider alleged that Josh himself may have heard rumors weeks before directly confronting Pumpkin but initially refused to believe them. Friends close to Josh reportedly say he trusted both Pumpkin and his cousin completely, which made the eventual discovery even more painful emotionally. According to insiders, the betrayal created not only heartbreak but also humiliation. Sources claim Josh allegedly struggled with the idea that other people may have suspected the situation before he did. One insider stated that Josh reportedly felt embarrassed knowing whispers about the rumored relationship may have already been circulating quietly behind his back. As tensions exploded, reports suggest communication between different branches of the family became increasingly hostile. Some relatives allegedly stopped speaking to one another altogether. According to sources, heated phone calls and emotional arguments reportedly took place between family members trying to defend either Pumpkin or Josh. Friends claim the situation quickly evolved from a private marital breakdown into a larger family crisis affecting multiple relationships at once. And then came the discovery that allegedly pushed everything to another level. Insiders now claim Josh reportedly learned information suggesting the emotional connection between Pumpkin and his cousin may have started earlier than originally believed. While no official timeline has been confirmed publicly, sources allege Josh became furious after hearing claims that the relationship may not have been as recent as people initially assumed. One insider described Josh's reaction as absolute devastation mixed with rage. Reports claim he allegedly felt like pieces of his marriage suddenly started making sense in hindsight. According to sources, Josh reportedly began replaying old memories, conversations, and situations in his mind while wondering how long things had truly been happening behind his back. Friends close to Pumpkin, however, strongly deny certain online rumors. Some insiders insist the marriage between Pumpkin and Josh had already emotionally collapsed before any romantic feelings developed elsewhere. According to those sources, Pumpkin allegedly felt trapped in an unhappy relationship for a long time and had emotionally checked out before things officially ended. But critics online were not convinced. Social media exploded again as fan theories spread across TikTok, YouTube, and entertainment blogs. Some viewers accused Pumpkin of betraying the one person who consistently supported her through years of public family struggles. Others argued the situation should remain private for the sake of the children involved. Meanwhile, supporters of Josh continued rallying around him online. Many fans described him as one of the most loyal figures connected to the Shannon family over the years. One viral post claimed, "Josh stayed through every storm, and this is how it ends." As emotions intensified publicly, insiders say the atmosphere behind closed doors reportedly became emotionally exhausting for everyone involved. Sources claim even simple family gatherings allegedly turned uncomfortable because people no longer knew whose side they were expected to support. Some relatives reportedly avoided discussing the situation entirely, while others openly expressed anger and disappointment. According to one insider, several family members feared the scandal could permanently damage relationships within the family for years to come. And then another unexpected rumor started spreading online. Sources began claiming that Josh's cousin may have attempted reaching out privately after the confrontation exploded, possibly hoping to calm tensions before the situation became even more public. But according to insiders, Josh reportedly refused to hear any explanation. One source alleged Josh felt there was no possible excuse for the betrayal and believed trust between them had been permanently destroyed. At the same time, reports claim Pumpkin allegedly struggled emotionally with the overwhelming public backlash she began receiving online. Friends close to her say she felt frustrated watching strangers judge her relationship without understanding everything happening privately behind the scenes. Still, insiders admit the family connection involved made the situation incredibly difficult for many fans to overlook. As the scandal continued growing, entertainment bloggers and social media creators started speculating about whether the drama could eventually appear publicly through interviews, live streams, or future reality television storylines. But according to sources close to the family, the most emotional moment had not happened yet. Because shortly after moving out, Josh reportedly made a private decision that stunned several people around him, a decision insiders claim could completely change his relationship with the Shannon family forever. And if the reports are true,